folks, JD here, and today we've got this. This is the Bebop Parrot, and this has been recommended to me by pretty much every single person on this channel. So this is a shout out for everyone on this channel. Thank you ever so much for giving me this recommendation. Now, it's about time we open this up and have a little look inside. And because of the sheer size of this box, this is going to be quite difficult to open up. So, what I'm going to do, we're going to try and get everything open and get everything out, starting with just the drone. So we're going to take the top layer from this box and we're going to purely have a little look at this top layer, and then we'll come on to what else is in the box in a bit. So what we get first of all, well, we get little manuals, we get a little micro USB cable, we get our charger, UK charger. There we are for the batteries. It's a little bit dusty, this. Then we get the Parrot Bebop plug accessories in here. Also we get a battery, as well as, of course, we get the quadcopter. Put that to one side. We also get, inside the box, we also get two extra propellers, here and here, either side, as well as we also get the propeller guards as well, should you want to use those. Right, I'm not going to get those out, they're pretty standard, they just clip on very, very easily. So, let's have a little look at this. So at this point, this particular quadcopter is about 4 to 5 years old, but it still remains a very, very faithful quadcopter for a lot of people. Now, I've had a lot of Parrot stuff over the years. We've had the Disco we've looked at, we've had the Swing, we've had a couple of little ones as well. This is another one to add to that list. So here's what we get. We get a 14 megapixel camera right at the front, but there is one thing about this that I'm not too keen on. Inside this little lens cap here, you've got little ridges, and these ridges eat away at this polystyrene around the outside, out of this EPP foam around the outside here. Now, as I say, inside here we've got a 14 megapixel camera inside there. It's the same as the Parrot Disco camera. It is very, very good indeed, very clear, and everything can be seen very, very well. Working our way towards the back, we have our EPP foam at the back here. Then we have our battery holder, as well as our battery connector. So when you plug it all up, this is where your battery will sit, just inside there. We also have a battery strap that comes across here, and there's a little loop inside here. That is where the Velcro clips in and then doubles back on itself just to hold the battery in. Now if we flip this round, we have a micro USB cable here. You can plug it up to your computer should you wish. You also have an on and off button here as well. And then we have, look at this, we have our gimbal. The whole of the top tray here is a gimbal. 3-axis gimbal. 2 at the back there, 1 at the front here. Or 2 at the front rather, 4-axis gimbal. So we've got 2 there, and we've also got 2 at the back. Then, keeping our eyes at the back here, you can see our propeller arms are very, very nice, very, very stiff. We've got 2 sets of propeller arms which focus on the bottom of the quad, and we've got 2 upper set of propeller arms which focus a little bit further on inside towards the bottom here as well. So it's being held very rigid, it's being held very tightly. It's actually very, very well made. I like that all of this is on a little axis. I like that it's on a little gimbal. It has a nice little cushion to it as well, so you can ensure that those shots you're going to get from the camera are very, very still as possible. Right, we have our 4 propellers, 2 black at the back, 2 blue at the front. Also on the underside here we have optical flow sensor, little camera towards the back here, and that will just ensure that, as well as the GPS barometer driven altitude hold, as well as the optical flow, you should have a very, very stable time with this in the air. Now, as I say, it is GPS. You have got to do the GPS dance at the start when you are calibrating this. All that is shown to you by the Free Flight Pro app. It was the Free Flight 3 app that then got changed to the Free Flight Pro app. which is not very easy for me to say. But that's the quadcopter. Out of each of these batteries, you should be looking to get 11 minutes of life, which isn't great, but considering this is a 4 to 5 year old quadcopter for the time, this was very, very good. And especially with the fact that it has GPS, optical flow, 14 megapixel camera, it is very, very good indeed. So that is one of the batteries. That's the quadcopter. Then we've got the charger. The battery itself, once we've taken off this little film off the top of it, the battery, let's just take this off, there we go. I don't like the film on there when you come to use it, just simply because it doesn't let the battery breathe enough and you have far too much heat being built up. So I am going to take this off. A lot of people leave it on. I don't like it on there. I like to have just the plastic. So I am going to take this off. It is going to take a little bit of doing, as some of it isn't going to come off very cleanly, exactly as you've seen there. But that's okay, I can just get a nice little microfiber cloth and just rub that away there. So the battery itself just fits directly into the holder there until it clicks. Then you have your LED at the back there, which tells you exactly how the charge is going. And then likewise, when it finishes charging, you can just slip it out. It's as easy as that. It fits in really well, fits in well enough not for it to come back out. That's all I really care about when charging batteries, that they're nice and safe and nice and secure. Right, so we've seen the quadcopter. What are we looking at from a weight perspective? Well, yes, you've guessed it, it's over the 250 mark. Its full weight, including the battery, comes in at 399 grams, which is on par with the Spark, so it's not too much different there. That is pretty good. Actually, it's a little bit heavier than the Spark, but it's not an extremely heavy quadcopter. It is quite a light quadcopter considering. So that's what we've got there to begin with. Now, what else do we get in this box? Well, we get a couple of carry bags here, by the look of it. A couple more there, and a nice little Parrot case there as well. Now that's there. We also get 2 extra batteries here. Now one battery is for the Skycontroller, and then obviously the other battery is for the quadcopter. I will be doing the same with this. I will be taking the plastic off before I use them, just to stop any too much heat building up on the outside of the shell there. And then of course we have our Skycontroller. Now a lot of people like these. I think they look very, very nice. I think they serve a purpose, and that purpose is to control the quadcopter nicely, and it does that. But I think it's ridiculously large. It doesn't need to be. It gives you the impression that you are flying something very, very spectacular. Yes, agreed. It does look nice, but it is not needed. But all in all, it's going to be a bit of fun, you know, and that's all that really matters. So we have our left and right analog sticks. We also have our camera buttons at the top here as well. So you have one this side, and you have one the other side here as well. You have your left and right analog sticks. Then you have your back and confirm buttons here. You have your return to home button there as well. You have your auto landing button, as well as your recording button and your Wi-Fi signal strength. And then you have your battery strength here of the quadcopter and your battery strength of the Skycontroller as well. Then you've got your little holder here, which is for your tablet or your phone, which you can alter, I believe, just by unscrewing this little bolt at the back here, and then you get the ability to alter this. Now, as we're looking at the back, this is where the battery fits in. It just clips into place like that once you've plugged it all in, and then the plug is nestled quite nicely in the bottom here. There you are. So you can just connect it directly to the battery, and then with that, then you can just clip it all in, safe in the fact that it's all safe, it's all secure, and you should then not get a problem from it. On the side we have a couple of ports. We have HDMI, we have USB as well, full-size USB, as well as we also get micro USB on the side there. On the other side we have the on and off button, quite simply, quite easy, quite nice. And then of course we have the antenna at the top here. Now, because this this quadcopter is able. I think it does a mile. It says on the box it does a mile and a half, I believe. Let's have a little look. So the batteries that come with it are 1200 milliamp hour batteries, 11 minutes flying per. That we came across, that's fine. 8 GB flash memory storage on the quadcopter for you to take video as well as photos. Raw output as well from the photos, that's good. So for the Skycontroller, you have 150 minutes of use from the one battery, and you can have a range of up to 1.4 miles, which is 2 kilometers. So which, to be honest with you, is more than enough. More than enough. I think that's going to be quite nice. Obviously you've got to judge it quite well because of the battery life, but still I think that in itself is quite nice. Now you can adjust this plate here, this antenna plate, just by using this extra screw as well, and you can adjust that. You can also have 2 lanyard holders here either side should you want to use a lanyard. Honestly, it's not heavy enough for that, I don't think. Obviously once I've been piloting it for a while, we'll soon see, but I think there's going to be no need whatsoever. Now, as I say, this is a pretty cool transmitter, but it is overly large, and honestly, it's not needed. You could have something half the size that would work as well, but still, it's not every day you get to fly something like this, so I'm going to give it a shot and see exactly how it goes. So I'm quite excited. So, all in all, this is what we get in the package. Now I'm going to try and put this, there we are, in such a place that you can see everything. So you have the Skycontroller, you have the Bebop as well as you have your 3 batteries there. You have your charger, as well as your manual and your accessories, and also your micro USB cable as well. So there we are, folks. I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you ever so much for watching and listening. I've been JD, you've been fantastic as always. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time, my friends, happy flying.